me at Windscale Atom Plant.
Hello gamers. Well, 6 months ago this trailer came out and it didn't really look too interesting, visually okay, but not much more, so I mostly ignored it. But yesterday, a gameplay and release date announcement trailer came out and it got a bit more interesting. So let's have a look at what this is or who might be interested in it and when does it come out. As always, please remember to hit the like, sub and ring the bell. Now let's get to it. So this trailer came out yesterday, and it's like the 60s went on a bender and woke up in a radioactive hangover. It's set 5 years after the infamous Windscale nuclear disaster, the actual worst nuclear disaster in British history. Developed by Rebellion,
Atomfall is a brand new, single-player, first-person action survival game set in a post-war Britain.
So this alternative history survival RPG gives us a lake district where you're less likely to meet sheep and more likely to run into cultists, flamethrower robots, and questionable government officials. The trailer kicks off with a retro-style newsreel, setting the stage with this idyllic countryside, but with a horrifying twist. On the surface, it's rolling hills and charming English villages, but underneath, it's creepy pagan ruins, abandoned bunkers, and military encampments that scream nothing good happened here. Think Downton Abbey, but everyone has a Geiger counter. Survival is the name of the game here. You'll wake up with amnesia in the quarantine zone, and you'll need to figure out the whole world, basically. You'll scavenge for supplies, everything from tools to essential items, while dodging threats both from seemingly radioactive zombies to strict military officials. Which sounds like a good place for a fun survival narrative. Since it's a single-player game, I'm really hoping the story is intriguing and immersive. A metal detector is your trusty sidekick for uncovering secrets. Ammo is limited, so you'll need to be stealthy sometimes, instead of going guns a-blazing everywhere. Actually, you can complete the game without harming a soul, which sounds like choices kind of matter, and I really hope that's how nuanced the story and consequences are. The quarantine zone seems to be crawling with characters from military squads with suspiciously vague objectives to cult members and bandits. And that's not even all you have to worry about. Even the fish attacks you in this game. The aesthetic also looks really nice and fitting with the setting in my opinion. From crumbling villages to dimly lit bunkers, the environments are so immersive you'll practically smell the damp air. And on top of all this, the good news is you don't have to wait for long. It comes out on March the 27th for PlayStation, Xbox and PC. And if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're one step closer to the radioactive adventure. Now please let me know in the comments what you think of this one. I just wanted to put this on everyone's radar, because if you're interested in survival RPGs, this might be a pleasant surprise in the near future. I'll stop yapping and let you watch the rest of the gameplay trailer. Now please remember to hit the like, the sub and ring the bell. And see you in the next one.
Revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Outside of the village is a lawless land filled with bandits and cultists who don't care if you're friendly or not and will attack you on sight.
Be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey through Atomfall. Exploration is a critical component of the experience, especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization. As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues and leads that might help you figure out how the world fell apart. These can lead you to eccentric characters, secret hideaways, or even the rundown bunkers of the British Atomic Research Division. You'll never know when or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into focus, but you will always need to be on guard. These facilities may not be as populated as they once were. However, the halls are often patrolled by the same robots used to patrol the rest of the quarantine zone, as well as irradiated feral creatures that won't hesitate to tear you apart. You will also come across caves and underground tunnels that seem to have been affected by the Windscale disaster the most. Glowing plants and mushrooms cover the walls, floor and ceiling of these places, giving off a hazy fog that makes them more dangerous to traverse than other places you may go. However, the environment is not all you need to worry about. The same terrifying ferals found in the bunkers also live in these areas and will not stop to ask questions before trying to tear you apart. Be sure to be well equipped to handle these creatures and be extra cautious, as not everything is as it seems.
You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant.
How are you going to defend yourself against all these threats? You're going to need weapons, supplies, and materials, all of which you can find through scavenging the locations of Atomfall. However, if you truly want to survive, some things may need to be taken by force. The weapons you will come across include melee weapons, like the cricket bat, or ranged weapons, like pistols, rifles,
Think you're good with that thing?
and shotguns,
Get this over with, Sharp.
each with their own strengths and weaknesses. During your journey through Atomfall, you may even unlock the ability to upgrade your weapons and give them more power. The ammo for these weapons will be in short supply, so you must either find or craft what you need to survive. However, weapons are not the only thing you will need on your journey. You will gather resources, like cloth and alcohol, to craft various items, to heal yourself, or harm your enemies. Over time, you'll expand your crafting abilities to create more aggressive tools of self-protection. Other tools at your disposal include a flashlight to light the dark paths ahead, and a trusty metal detector to locate buried caches of supplies. A handy ping will alert you when one of these caches is nearby, signaling you to equip the metal detector and begin the hunt. When you aren't scavenging for materials or searching for buried treasure, you might also find various manuals that contain valuable knowledge. These manuals will imbue your character with new skills across 4 categories: ranged combat, melee combat, survival, and conditioning. Even at the end of the world, knowledge is power. Careful selection of which skills you focus on will determine your playstyle and the path you carve out for yourself in Atomfall. We won't be going fully in depth on these skills and what each one entails right now, but as you progress, you will need to pick and choose what type of playstyle you want to focus on in Atomfall.
I really should stop talking. Not personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you?
We hope you enjoyed the first glimpse into the world of Atomfall. Leave a comment with what you are most excited to see when the game releases on March 27th, 2025. Atomfall will be releasing day 1 on Game Pass, Xbox Series and Xbox One consoles. You can also play on PC through Windows, Steam and Epic Games, as well as PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Stay tuned for an upcoming video that will delve deep into some of the gameplay mechanics we mentioned here. This is going to be a game you don't want to miss out on.